Hi, guys. Thanks for subscribing. And if you are not a subscriber and you just happen to find me, I hope you'll hit the subscribe button. Things look a little bit weird in here. I'm in a tiny New York hotel room, and this is the best I can do with lighting and everything. So bear with me. Just a quick little trip for a few days, enjoying it, my old stomping grounds. But it is Memorial Day, and I think this is one of the saddest Memorial Days ever because of the men and women who died to preserve our democracy and our freedom. It's starting to feel like it was all for nothing because of Trump. And many of our fellow citizens sold out this country by putting him in office, knowing what he was, just thinking it wouldn't affect them, as we've talked about. But here is Trump's the president of the United States, put out this message on Truth Social. He is disgusting. That's not bias. That's a fact. That is not opinion. It is a fact. He says, Happy Memorial Day to all, including the scum that spent the last 4 years trying to destroy our country through warped radical left minds who allowed 21 million people to illegally enter our country, many of them being criminals and the mentally insane. Gee, look who's talking there. Through an open border that only an incompetent president would approve, and through judges who are, oh God, on a mission to keep murderers, drug dealers, rapists, gang members, and release prisoners from all over the world. This sounds like him. He's describing himself. He's the felon. He's the criminal. He's the rapist. He's the insurrectionist and the traitor. Okay, he's the guy. All right. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Rapists gang me over the world, our country, so they can rob, murder, and rape again, all protected by these, oh my, USA hating judges who suffer from ideology that is sick, very dangerous in our country. Hopefully, you get it. You get the picture. On and on and on. All these monsters that want our country to go to hell, but fear not. We have made great progress over the past 4 months, and America will soon be safe and great again. Okay. You get the picture. That's most of what he said. He has no idea what Memorial Day is. He's a draft dodger. The pretend bone spurs, where he was able to then send somebody else in his place to go to Vietnam to probably die, so that Donald Trump, rich, privileged, idiot, jerk, could survive and go cheat his way to finally get into undergrad at Wharton. Couldn't get in the first 2 years, went to Fordham, fine school, but he wants everybody to think he has a Wharton MBA. He's a draft dodger. He, as we know from his former chief of staff, John Kelly, referred to the people, the dead souls, the people that we are commemorating today, soldiers who died. Memorial Day is for those who were lost, not veterans. These are for the ones who died. John Kelly had a son who died in war. And he says that Trump referred to them as suckers and losers. Our soldiers who we celebrate and commemorate and thank today on Memorial Day, the ones who fought and died for our freedom to preserve democracy and the Constitution and everything, our way of life. That's all gone down the tubes because of Trump. Trump has done this to us and the people who voted for him. He called those soldiers, those who died for our country, suckers and losers. And he's a draft dodger himself. This is who he is. And remember, when he was president the first time, he wouldn't go to the cemetery where Americans are buried in France because of the rain. He didn't want to mess up his hairdo. All that spray and that teasing, that was why he didn't go. This is the man who made fun of John McCain's POW status and who said, I prefer people who don't get captured, who don't get caught. That's what he said about John McCain. A hero. This is who Trump is. When he went to the West Point graduation the other day, he claimed that nobody wants to join the military anymore under Biden. All of these people who were there that had to sit through that disgusting speech from Trump, they all signed up for this. when Biden was president. And then Trump didn't even stick around to shake their hands, which is customary for a president. Biden did it. Kamala Harris did it. You shake every hand of every graduate at West Point. Trump wouldn't do it. He said he had to go and he had some negotiations with China and somebody else. And then he was caught really on the golf course later that day in his golf cart on the golf course. So he lied. He ditched West Point graduates who are going to be the people that go out there and defend this country under him. He's their commander in chief. He ditched them to play golf. This is who Trump is. He put Pete Hegseth, a drunk Fox News host who's been accused of many crimes, including sexual assault. He put Pete Hegseth as Secretary of Defense as an insult to all of our military, putting everybody's lives at risk. And I can't help but think of those people that he ditched at West Point the other day. Half of them, by the time he was done with that disgusting speech, I'm sure half of them just couldn't wait to get rid of him. But he's their commander in chief, and many of them are going to die. And many who they command are going to die because of Trump. Because Trump is stupid. He's a traitor. His allegiance is to Putin. He worships only money and himself. He doesn't care about our military. Again, he thinks they are suckers and losers. He wants his generals to be loyal to him the way Hitler's generals were loyal to him. He has said that. He thinks they are there for him personally. And that's why he has ruined this and compromised the Secret Service. The Secret Service is loyal to the Secret Service and protecting the office of the presidency and other offices and the people who are in them. They are not loyal to those people on any political basis. And Trump has changed that and compromised that. So they no longer are trusted. Some of them have bent to his will. And last time he made one of them a deputy chief of staff at the White House, which was unheard of. Trump doesn't understand the military. He doesn't care about the military. He just thinks that since he was able to dodge the draft because of his privilege, that those who were unable to and didn't or wouldn't are suckers and losers. Those who died for our country. This is the saddest and most terrifying thing about any Memorial Day ever. Because he's basically telegraphing to everybody in the military. Remember, a lot of them are MAGA. A lot of MAGA have their kids in the military. Just remember that. Trump thinks your kids are suckers and losers, and he doesn't care if they die. He will send them off to die if it benefits him personally. That's who our president is.